Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're willing. No pressure, though. Hey, let's watch the Clerks III trailer. I actually just watched this and filmed a reaction to it, but I accidentally permanently deleted it off my phone. So we're going to watch it again, and it's not going to be like a first reaction. It's going to be a second reaction where I sort of know what's going on. But when I filmed that first reaction, I was constantly talking, so this is, in a way, kind of a first reaction. Not really, but I don't know. I'm going to watch it here on this trusty little iPad. Very busted. You know, it has cracks in it and everything, but this is how we're going to watch it. So let's get to watching it. I'm going to go ahead and press play. RST, VHS, and Nintendo. Here we go. We're here with Jay and Silent Bob. There's Randall. They're climbing up to the roof. What do we got? We got roof hockey going. I see Dante. How we did it in the 90s, son. How you gonna rip it like this, son? There is Elias, right? Remember Elias from part 2? Mr. Dante still calls him that. So it looks like Randall just had a heart attack. Kevin Smith had a heart attack. Watching the same movies over and over is something I like doing. But when you're living on borrowed time, you want to make a movie. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to make a movie. Okay. So here's the interesting thing. Kevin Smith has always said he's the Dante. Dante doesn't have the heart attack here. Randall has the heart attack. And Randall was always, the name escapes me right now, but his buddy, you know, recently he's had like a long beard. He's on the comic book men and everything. He's always been Randall. But here, Randall's the one that has the heart attack, not Dante. That's pretty interesting to me.
The script is something either me or someone I know said. I'm not.
Fred Armisen. So they're making a movie. Basically, it seems like they're making Clerks. So that's a little meta. What do we think about that? The first movie, obviously, was the first film that Kevin Smith made. So it's not meta. It just is, right? It exists in the real world, or it feels that way. And I feel like the sequel does too, based on my recollection. I saw the sequel in the theaters and then, you know, watched it a bunch. I own it. I like the Askewniverse movies, and I especially like the Clerks films. So, you know, I feel like the first two have a real world feel to them, but this is pretty meta. Look at that. Look at that. Batfleck. Ben Affleck right there. Okay. I saw Sarah Michelle Gellar as well. I don't know. How do we feel about that? Oh, listen to that. He says Jay and Silent Bob are like C-3PO and R2-D2. I love that. I think that's great. The original trilogy, the prequels, less so in the new ones, but the story is told through the eyes of the robots, and that's how the Askewniverse is, told through the eyes of Jay and Silent Bob. And I know George Lucas got that from samurai films, but it's just cool that that's referenced here.
Since the first movie, which was the last time they were cool, but they've been with the franchise so long, they still give them cameos. And
see, it's just so meta. Do we like that? Why lit? Oh, and Rosario Dawson, we don't see her much in this trailer, but there she is right there. How much is she going to be in this film? Who knows? She looks fantastic. If you look at all of them lined up on pictures that I've seen, you know, promoting this film, she's actually gotten younger. Everyone else is, you know, aged 10, 12 years. She's gotten younger.
Put in that stuff you used to say about the Death Star contractors. Get sued by Disney? No way.
See, yeah, it's just very meta. Very meta. How do we feel about that? Dante would have a kid right now, wouldn't he? Alright, got a lot of, I don't know if we call these cameos. Looks like they're making, and this is going to get really meta right here, but they're making, you know, Clerks in black and white. Will this movie be in black and white at all, or will it begin and end in color? Who knows? That's the question I have.
They added a scene where you get shot. I'm not letting you kill me off in the third act. What if there's a sequel? A sequel? What am I, a hack?
Did you hear that? Clerks 3, right there. All right. Smoking blunts. Smoking blunts, drinking beers. Okay, here's a question. I see Harley Quinn Smith's boyfriend in here. That's a pretty bold move, I think, because, you know, she's young, he's young. You know, I'm sure they're in love, but, you know, young relationships don't always last, and here, Clerks is your baby. Well, I mean, Harley Quinn's his baby, but, you know, your film cinematic baby, and then here you put this guy who may not be, you may not want in your life forever, but I don't know. That's a bold thing. That's something, I don't know, that's a brave thing to do, I think. So yeah, I think that's interesting. We have Kevin Smith who had a heart attack, and here Randall has the heart attack, not Dante. So we sort of flipped it a little bit. It's very much life, but swapped, I guess. And here's another thing. Randall, while a co-lead, is sort of second to Dante. The story was Dante's, right? But here this seems very much Randall's story. Is it going to actually be that? Is this going to be Randall's story, or is it going to be Dante's story? And right now we're just seeing it's told through an experience that Randall's having. I'm curious about that. Is this going to be? He's not a supporting character. He definitely is a lead, but he's a co-lead, and he's the second lead. Is the way I kind of look at it. But now it looks like he might be the lead, the first lead. How's that going to work? I'm trying to think of examples of movies that have done that have taken the secondary character and made a film about them. Were those successful? Will this be successful? I don't know if it's going to be like financially successful, but I think I'm going to like it. I like the Askewniverse films. I think I've seen them all except for it. Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon movie. I have not watched that yet. And a lot of Kevin Smith's other films that are outside the Askewniverse I haven't seen. Like, I can't think of any, but the ones that I have are like Tusk. I've seen Tusk. I've seen Red State. What is that? Jersey Girl, stuff like that. I have a question though. I haven't seen Yoga Hosers, but is Yoga Hosers the one with like John Goodman as a hockey coach or something? I feel like I remember him talking about making a hockey movie where John Goodman is the hockey coach. Is that real? Where is that movie? Let me know what that movie is if you know. But I'm pretty excited about this. It's interesting that Randall, the best character, is becoming the lead character. But, you know, maybe Dante's story has been told. We're good with Dante. He owns this business. He's married. He has a kid. Everything's cool in his world. Let's do this with Randall. Let's complete his story. Give him some purpose. Let's see. Where was he? Did I already show this? This is Harley Quinn Smith's boyfriend. I've seen him in movies like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's Elias right there. How many cameos do you think we're going to get, like, from characters that were in other Askewniverse films? Like, is Will Ferrell going to show up as the sheriff? Officer, gosh, what was his name? Sid Marty Croft or whatever his name was. Yeah. Is Kevin Smith's wife going to make an appearance? She has played his Dante's ex-lover. You know, who knows? Where are we going to go with the cameos? I like that this movie feels small. Clerks 2, you know, felt small, but it felt bigger. But this one feels lower budget to me, a little bit more back to the roots. Not that he ever lost his roots. Oh, Cop Out, I did see that one. That was another one of his outside of Askewniverse films I did see. That movie felt so long. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, Clerks 3, I'm excited for. I like the Clerks films. You know, the very first time I saw Clerks, I wasn't that into it. I think it might have been just the gritty black and white look for it. I just wasn't mature enough of a film viewer to take it all in, I guess. Because the second time I watched it, I loved it. And I don't know, maybe that's all it needed, just a second viewing. I think that movie's really smart, and I like it. And I like the cartoon show. I like the cartoon show, like part 2. I'd need to see super groovy cartoon movie. But yeah, yeah, Clerks 3. Let's watch it say Clerks 3. Let's watch it. Clerks 3, Clerks 3. I don't know what to do about that music right there. That music may, you know, I think you're supposed to talk over music if it's playing. I've had some friends who've done like trailer reviews and they've gotten taken down, so that's why I like to do it on the iPad instead of like in the little corner right here. Anyway, are you excited to see this movie? Do you like the Askewniverse? I'm curious to know. Jump in those comments and let's talk Kevin Smith. Let's talk the Clerks movies. Let's talk Askewniverse films if you're interested, or the ones outside of. Which one should I be watching? Which one is John Goodman in that's not Red State? Which one is he playing a hockey coach? Because I thought that was a thing. Maybe it's not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this trailer review for Clerks 3, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.